She swears she knows everything. She's not even my mother. And remember, I always know best.
Let's jump right into this conversation right here. We all know Simone Biles. Well, her husband said he didn't know in that interview, but I digress. We all know who she is. She is making history. She made history. She is the most decorative, the best, the GOAT, the greatest of all time when it comes to gymnastics. I would have to say one of the best athletes of all time as well. Well, we all know that she is doing her thing in the Olympics this year. She does her thing all the time, right? She just does amazing, amazing things. But I feel so bad for Simone sometimes because she has to go through proving herself, not just in gymnastics, but she has to go through proving herself when it comes to simple things as her hair. Yes, you heard me right. Talking about hair is very, very touchy. So I'm going to approach this with the utmost respect, but I'm going to be real at the same time. For the fact that she is doing her thing, getting all these gold medals, out here making history just by walking through the door and doing a routine that is so hard that I couldn't do it. So I mean, none of us could do it because she's doing things that no one could do. People are actually talking about her hair, and to the point where she has to actually get online and talk about it herself so you won't come for her. So like an example, like some celebrities or anybody, when they know something is about to come out about them, they like to jump out and they like to handle it and settle it themselves before anybody else talks about it. That's the way she was. She was riding on a bus, or I think that was a bus, and it was hot in the bus. So she posted a picture and she said in her picture, "Do not come for my hair." It's so sad that she can't even post a picture of being excited and just being her and just being amazing, that she has to say, "Don't come for my hair," because she already knows people are coming for her hair. They're not coming for her hair. Yes, they are. Look in the comment section. I saw one comment and one lady said, "Oh, I love her so much, but I just can't stand her hair." Her hair. We're getting upset about her hair. I just don't, to me, I just never really understood that conversation when it came to hair. She's out here doing some great things, and the only thing that we can talk about is her hair. It's like Beyonce's song she sung a long time ago in one of her albums called Pretty Hurts. They always bring out something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's out here doing great things, and okay, well, let's bring out her hair. And the reason why people do that is insecure people, I feel, that do that because they want to show that, oh, look. She's not so perfect. See, look, she's not so perfect after all. She never said she was. She's just great at what she does because she practices it and she does a really great job doing it. You're great at what you do, but you don't want somebody to pick out something like that. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with her hair. I went to South Carolina State University and I had a professor. His name was Dr. Spates. All right. And I remember one time in class, I remember it like it was yesterday. This young lady walked into the class with her friend and she rubbed her fingers through her friend's hair. And she said, "Ooh, you got good hair." What I tell it's the way I said it. That's the exact way she said it. Okay. "Ooh, you got good hair." Dr. Spate turns around and he said, "What is good hair?" And the girl was like, "This hair like this." So he was like, "So that's not good hair over here because it's not straight? Or that's not good hair over here because you can't run your fingers through it?" Oh, he didn't play about when it came talking about hair and what's good hair. So if that's good hair, is my hair over here bad hair? It's a very touchy subject when it comes to hair. Some of you are probably listening to this talking about, well, he's a man, he's talking about hair. Everybody has hair. You know what I'm saying? Men or women, people have hair. So I feel we should talk about it. But I'm not talking about hair as far as picking on her, talking about good or bad hair. Hair is hair. The way you want to do your hair, great. All right. I know some great people with hair. I know some great people without hair. But I just hate the fact that people are pointing out little things that don't even matter. All right, they don't even matter. She's out here making history, the GOAT when it comes to Olympics, and you're going to point out her hair. I remember an interview she had. I Please, I don't remember who did this interview, but I remember when she was in Tokyo and she had a very, a struggle time, bad time in Tokyo, but she made up for it. Everybody has their moments. And I remember her saying, I don't remember who the interview person was. So if anybody finds that, please find it and tag it in the comment section for me so I can see it. And if I'm wrong, I'll come back and make sure I retract that, and make sure I give the person the props. But that interview, she said when she was messing up in Tokyo, things like that, only thing she can think about was, what are the people on Twitter gonna say? If I'm not mistaken, it could be Twitter, Snap, TikTok. It was one of them. What are they gonna say? And that's the sad thing is, we're out here doing great things, but we got people who still are haters. I mean, haters gonna be here. They're gonna be around. But talk about somebody's hair. Her hair. She's flying in the sky, flying as high as Delta, Spirit, and American Airlines. And we're talking about her hair. She's doing things that no one else can do. And people are actually talking about her hair. I get a little sensitive when it comes to things like that, because I just feel like, why do we have to, not we as in me and you, but people? Why do some people feel the need to be so hateful? I just be so hateful. And probably the people that are doing this have something to say about her hair. Let's see your hair. Not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but let's see you. You go out there and flip and go to the sky and do 25,000 flips before you hit the ground, and then we'll see how you look. But if you can't notice now, Miss Simone has taken a turn, because she is letting everybody have it. She is letting everybody have it. You say something negative about her, she's like, oh, ooh, and she's telling you how it is. And I live for it. I live for it. And one thing I like about Miss Simone is she's so humble. She is very, very humble, because her head could be as big as the sky. All right. It can be as big as Jupiter, but she is so humble. And that's why I think we all like her. All right. But I honestly feel so bad for her sometimes, because she has the people come for her. When you're great and you do great things, it comes with people are going to hate on you. I mean, people are going to hate on you all the time. So I think she already knew that, but she was just tired of y'all. She was like, don't comfort me on my hair. I'm not in the mood for it today. Yes, it's hot in here. And yes, I don't care. So people want her hair to be slick back with all the edges and swoops and dupes and to the loops and swing over here and swing over there and swing everywhere while she's on the vault, while she's doing the floor exercise, while she's on the balance beam. She should get up on the balance beam and start checking her edges and asking her coach, bring me that gorilla snot and that toothbrush so I can go ahead and get my edges together so I can do this, dismount and land on my feet. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, she's not. So I just honestly think we have to do a better job at supporting people and supporting our own, and not just our own as in black, white, anything like that. I'm talking about our own as in Americans when it comes to the Olympics or just any gymnast, period, when it comes to our young ladies, because I feel like that's really something to not even be an issue. There's so much going on in this world, and we're worried about her hair. Not we as in me and you. I'm talking about there's a lot of people. Like, go look in the comment section, y'all. They are going in on her, but then people are defending her. Oh, I love her. I just can't stand her hair. Oh, her hair. So the whole time she's flipping and going to the sky and flipping, swoosh, 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 and hitting the dismounts and doing great things, you're sitting there staring at her hair. You're missing the whole moment. The whole moment has passed because people are thinking about some superficial thing. Oh, her hair. She needs to comb her hair. People did the same thing with Gabby Douglas. Oh, look at her hair, child, her hair. Look at your hair. So I don't like the conversations when it comes to hair. I don't. When it comes, the negative conversations when it comes to hair, because I mean, why are we coming at her for her hair? Like, who cares? Oh, and one more thing. Every time Simone said something, everybody, for some odd reason, thinks she's talking about her husband. Because remember online, she put on there, she said, oops, I'm blocked. Everybody was like, not everybody, a lot of people were like, ooh, who she blocked? Her husband? Her husband's right there in the stand. Like, y'all, stop trying to make Miss Simone be something that she's not. All right, of course, no one is perfect, but y'all, we got to stop doing that. Like, I haven't looked at a gymnast since I was young. Dominique Dawes. That was my favorite back in the day. Miss Dominique Dawes, awesome Dawson. And then came Gabby Douglas. And then as Gabby Douglas was there, I was like, who is this little one? I started watching her. And I was like, oh, and I've been a fan ever since. And she's doing great things. I mean, I can't get up there and flip. Okay, I can try to flip. Y'all be sitting there picking people off the ground. Yeah, as soon as I ran to the vault, I wouldn't even start running. I've been like, oh, okay, what a snack sack, and I'm not doing this. And can I be honest? The people that are doing the most talking, the people that are doing the most hating, when you go to their Instagram or TikTok or anybody page, they don't even have a picture. They don't even have a picture of themselves. They have a picture of a lion or a tiger or even a bear. Okay, oh my. I might as well say that, said all three. Oh my. They have a picture of that or a picture of the sea. They never have a picture of themselves. If you go to their page, they have no pictures of themselves because there's always somebody that wants to say something negative about somebody else but don't want people to see you. Just saying, let's go. Here we go. I'm going to slow down with this story right here because this story I'm about to tell you. Here we go. I was listening to Young Jock's radio show in the morning. And one thing about Young Jock, his radio show is a good radio show, but I feel like when he be talking, his microphone be having him sounding like he's underwater. So I hope my microphone will have me sound like that. I'd be like, is Jock underwater when he is talking? Like, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm like, gracious, but I digress. I enjoy listening to his morning show. Somebody will call into the show, tell them the problem they have with somebody else, and Young Jock and his team will call that person. No shade or anything like that, but I honestly do think it's fake. Because I'm just, because it's like, they always get the person that they're trying to, and the person's always seem like they're sleeping. Now, if you calling me at 4 o'clock in the morning for some nonsense, I'm hanging up. I don't care whose morning show it is. The lady called in and she said that she was dating this man. All right. She was dating this man, and the man got her son some shoes, some very expensive shoes, Jordans, whatever you consider to be an expensive shoe. All right. I say Jordan. That's the first thing that comes to the top of my head. Because I do think she said that he bought some Jordans. So bought her son, it's her boyfriend, or a friend. I think it's her boyfriend, clearly. Maybe not. I forgot what she said, but they weren't married. So her boyfriend bought her son some expensive shoes. And then when he got to the clothes, he went and got the clothes from Walmart. Oh, she wasn't having it. She was like, if you out here looking like you got it all, you buy my son these expensive shoes, then my son should get some clothes from somewhere else other than Walmart. Oh, she was upset. She was upset when it came to that about her son's clothes. Now, I sat there and I said to myself, and I said self, and myself said, what's good, KP? And I said, let me look at it. Let me step back for a second and look. Now, if he bought the shoes from getting this expensive pair of shoes, and by the way, he said the reason why he got this expensive pair of shoes, because he says at the end of the day, the shoes is what makes the man. Let me calm down. He said the shoes is what makes the man. No, sir, it's not. Okay, it's not. I know some awful people who wear Jordans. All right, I know some mean people who wear some expensive shoes, and their mean is all outside. All right, so that does not make the man. But hey, people see things differently than I do. But she was really upset about her son getting clothes from Walmart. And my question to her, of course, I didn't ask her this, but my question to anybody is, what's the problem? I get it. What is the problem? You weren't buying them, but my thing is, what's the problem from buying something from Walmart, some clothes from Walmart? I don't see some nice stuff from things in there for Walmart. I done walked through Walmart before, and I said, oh, look at this shirt. Putting it on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at, and I done saw some nice little dress shoes in Walmart. Nice little slide-in shoes, little dress shoes, little casual shoes, to wear with some khakis. Put them things right on. Didn't care. But my thing is, what's wrong with dressing from Walmart? Because a lot of times we as parents, I'm going to say we because I am guilty of doing this. We as parents, we like to buy our sons and daughters expensive clothes to feed our ego. Oh, look what my child got on. Look what they got on. I buy my child this. They're going to be wearing this. And I always tell people, whoever asks me, when they say, when I have a child, my child's not going to want for anything. That doesn't mean the shoes and the clothes. There's nothing wrong with shopping for Walmart. And we got to sometimes if some people don't like the Walmart clothes, you don't like them. But don't down somebody else who has to shop there. I know a lot of people that shop there and stuff be nice and you don't even be knowing. You know what I'm saying? So I was listening to that and I was like, come on. I mean, they were getting on her too. Everybody, a lot of people who I was talking to and I saw people talking about it, they were getting on her because there's nothing wrong with it. Now, it depends on the grade of the young man. Because I'm going to tell you this. I done seen some children, when they go to school, they have on these most expensive shoes, and they're looking at the kid who has on Spider-Man shoes. Yes, they're over there like, God, I want the Spider-Man shoe because they're making a connection of the game they play or they're making a connection from the movie. They want the Spider-Man shoe. Yes, I've seen it. There's nothing wrong with buying stuff from Walmart if you have to. If you like to, just buy some clothes and put the clothes on. If you are listening to this and you had to, your parents or even you had to get something from Walmart, that is fine. Don't let people out here make you think that you got to look a certain type of way. Don't let people on social media fool you. People fool you. They be on here. I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. Yeah, let's see behind the wall. Let's see. You just showing us the good stuff. Turn that corner. Go back there. Let's see what it really is. Don't let people do that. I don't like that. I don't like when people try to make people feel bad because they either ain't got it. A lot of times, some people like to walk around here looking like they got it. You know what I'm saying? I want to look like I got it. What you mean look like you got it? I want to look like I got it. People get picked on. Oh, you got that from Walmart. Okay, and I did. Now, I will say this. Let me come around to here. I will say this. If you're buying all these expensive shoes, maybe 2, 3, 4 pairs of shoes that are expensive, let's just be honest. I don't know why you went to Walmart and bought clothes. I don't. Instead of buying 4 pairs of shoes, you could have bought 2 pairs of shoes and went to somewhere else and got some clothes. And that's on the flip side. There's nothing wrong with getting something from Walmart. Nothing wrong with it at all. But make it make sense. You know what? That's probably why she was upset. If you're going to buy these expensive shoes, then why are you buying cheap clothes? There's nothing wrong with it. Because if you have to, that's fine. And you wear it and you rock it. There's nothing wrong with it. But that's probably... So I'm not mad at her. Look at me. Through the conversation. Through the conversation, I figured that out. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. But I get what she was saying. I see it from both sides. I see it from both sides there. I see it. But there's nothing wrong with it. I do see where both of them are coming from. I'll take that. Let's move on. Here we go. This right here really vexed my spirit when I saw this happening. Khaotik and Scrappy, from us seeing on TV and online, they're really good friends. Really good friends. They made really good TV. They were both extremely funny. I've known Scrappy, not known as far as know him personally, but I've been a fan of his since he was rapping when he was younger. I got to know Khaotik. I've known him as far as seen him there, but I got to know him through the Love and Hip Hop franchise. I think they were really good friends. Very entertaining. You can see Khaotik kind of changing up, which I always enjoy seeing. Then boom, here it is. Whoosh. Then boom, they got into it. They fell out. The fallout wasn't the problem with me. It was how Scrappy went about it. Scrappy goes online and starts talking about it. Yes, maybe Khaotik said it, but it was a little different. Khaotik went online and started talking. Scrappy went online and started talking like you were telling somebody's bit. Like he went in on Khaotik. And I honestly tell people, if we fall out, let's just fall out. Let's just fall out. We don't have to fall out and then start telling people's business. and start going in, and then you're going in on me as well. Not saying the stuff he was saying was true, but he was online going in. That was never your friend. So people can say, oh, they were friends. They were never friends. All right, they were never friends. I was watching an interview with Oprah and Gayle, and Oprah said, you can never be friends with anybody who has a small piece of jealousy. You can never be friends with that person. And honestly, by the way it looked, Scrappy was jealous of Khaotic the entire time because Khaotic's been making moves. People have been paying attention to him. He's on there, getting stuff on YouTube in other areas for himself. He's making a name for himself, changing his life around. And I think Scrappy's a little jealous of that. Yes, Khaotic did some crazy stuff to make us laugh, and you were going along with it, and then everything just changed. And I lost a little respect for Scrappy for that, because it was like, wait a minute. This don't sound like you were ever his friend. This looked like you were waiting for that moment. And I say all that to say, the way Scrappy did Khaotic, not saying Khaotic didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't there. I'm going off what they show us. The way Scrappy did Khaotic is a clear example of why people have trust issues now when it comes to friendships. No new friends, no new friend. Yeah, because people do this. You can't trust folks. A lot of people can't trust people because of what? If I tell you something, you're going to throw it in my face when you're mad. This is no disrespect, dude. People ask me, I trust absolutely no one. Maybe one person. I trust one person. Other than that, I trust absolutely no one, because other than one person, I trust no one. And the reason why I trust no one other than one person is because people do that to you. People do that. I mean, I let you know as far as you need to know, because you're not going to throw it in my face later on. Not saying that's something that's real private, but maybe I'm having a moment. Maybe I'm having a bad day. I just need to vent. And then when you're mad at me, you was like, see, that's what you felt that way. That's what you felt that. No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. And that's why you see people, they don't want to be around people. If I don't know you, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why. I mean, we all been through things when it comes to with friendships and things like that. That's something we all been through those. And a lot of times fallout with friends hurts worse than a breakup with a relationship. It really does. I mean, people don't understand. Some people get it. Some people don't. That hurts sometimes worse than a breakup of a relationship with the friendship ending. And then especially when you get online and you start dragging them the way Scrappy was dragging Khaotic. Yo, bro, that was wrong. To me, that was wrong. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I feel like Khaotic was great for Scrappy, but I think Scrappy knew that. Because I tell people all the time, people see your greatness before you do. Here goes an example. If you have something on your face, like on your cheek, sometimes you may not feel it there. People see it and they have to tell you, yo, you have something on your face, get it off. So I say that about greatness. They see your greatness sometimes before you see it or before you feel it. And I feel like that's what happened. Scrappy, and that was Khaotic. That right there was a clear example of why people do not trust people. Do not trust people. We got to surround ourselves with positive people. That's how I do. I surround myself with positive people, but it's hard to trust people because you don't know what they're going to do. Because people come into your life for a season, some come for a reason, and some come for a lesson. When that season is over with, we're cool. We're not cool like we used to be, but when I see you, it's there. We were cool at one point, and we just kind of lost touch. That don't mean you start going online and start dragging me. That just means you're not my friend. That's the way I see it. Really not too much to say about that. Really not too much to go into when it came to that. But I just felt bad for Khaotic because Scrappy really went in on him. It's like, man, he was helping you. He was showing you. But Scrappy saw how Khaotic was changing. Scrappy was the name. And then he was the name, and he saw Khaotic coming up and looked like he was about to outshine you. But it was not even like that. It's your friend. We train people how to treat us. And if you let somebody do you wrong and they apologize and you let them back in, when they do it again, it's your fault. No, I forgive you and it's cool, but I don't forget. And a lot of times it's hard to. People always love to say, you got to forgive and forget. Now, I forgive. I understand about forgiving because it releases me from thinking about you and you living in my head rent-free. But I'm not going to forget. No. What do you mean forget? I'm not going to forget because it's not going to happen again. So I hate that for Khaotic because Khaotic's doing his thing and he's going to continue to do his thing. And Scrappy's going to see I lost out on a good friend because I was jealous. This might sound very cliche. This might sound very like school-like, but I'm going to say it. In order to have a friend, you got to be a friend. But remember, everybody's not going to be like you. What does that mean? That means you can't expect your friends to act like you. Oh, I do this for you and this for you and this for you and this for you. That means you should do this for me and this for me and this for me and this for me. You can't expect that from everybody. So again, I say, if you want to have a friend, you got to first be a friend and stop expecting everybody to act like you. I had to learn that. And everything I say, I learn, I go through. I'm not perfect. Nobody is better than anybody else. And I go through. I had to learn. If I want friends like that, let me be a friend and let me not expect me from everybody else.